Hey guys, I got the date wrong yesterday. So today's the 29th, May 29th, 2020. It's Friday. I'm back for our daily spread today. I don't know how you guys are feeling out there, but I just feel ready to get moving. And I also feel that we're in retrograde season. So that same kind of familiar, just really feeling the need to take action, but not really clear on which actions to take. And from what I'm just kind of getting guidance on that is that, maybe we're already doing it. Maybe we're already doing some of the actions we need to do, and it's just not, the pathway hasn't yet been totally cleared. So just kind of keep at it. Like what I said yesterday, just keep taking small actions every day and move forward, even when it isn't all that clear on where we're going. And trust that it will be clear. And man, I've been saying this over and over, but I feel like there's a big old shift coming soon. All right, I thought only 2 had popped up, but there's 3 cards in front of me. So here we go. Hey, Pixie. All right, so what are we moving away from in the recent past? Page of Swords. I feel like we have this one recently. So he's looking down at the past, and he's taking his sword out of its flesh-colored sheath, and it now has a spiritual blade. So he's ready to take some of this knowledge, this yellow ground that he's standing on. He's ready to take out his sword and practice what he's learned and from the physical realm and put it into the spiritual realm. He's kind of playing with his ability to mentally cut stuff away with the spiritual knowledge that he's learned. Beautiful mixture of red and blue in the card. That's the masculine, feminine. There's plenty of green rebirth. He's got this willful yellow third eye. So he's really seeing with the knowledge that he's embraced. And again, swords are the air sign, which represents logic, intellect, and idea, as is the color yellow. There's some emotional fulfillment starting to sprout up, represented by orange, which is exactly what we're talking about, taking what you've learned, yellow, and putting it into action, red. The handle of the sword is also yellow, so he's really grabbing a hold of the spiritual blade with the intellect. And taking this balanced, he's recognized all the aspects of himself. He's not denying any aspect of himself, and he's allowing his third eye to open with this knowledge. He's looking at something toward the ground, which means it happened in the physical realm on the past, and he's about to cut something away. He's pulled his blade out. So the pages are known for being experimental, exploratory, sometimes naive. They can be a bit foolish. But there's also something playful about them and willing to take big risks and, not really overthinking what the outcome may be. So that's what I get from what we're moving away from, is this Page of Swords energy. What have we learned that we need to put into practice and play with to cut something away from our recent past? His feet are red and active, but they're splayed, one toward the past and one toward the future. So that's what I was talking about earlier. There's this movement that really wants to take place, but we're still kind of dealing with something that's keeping us from moving forward. But he's looking at it, and he's pulled out his sword, which is all good stuff. Present energies, what's happening now? We're moving away from this and moving into, the Sun card. It's maybe my favorite card in the entire tarot deck. Total illumination. The Sun is this major arcanum 19, which is the number 9 on the upper octave above the Hermit. And the number 9 is the master number of the universe. I highly encourage you to watch my Vortex Math 369 numerology video and how it relates to tarot. That will explain the 369 stuff. But 9 is the ultimate number. It's the master number before you hit the 10, which is a portal which spins you into the new cycle. 9 represents fulfillment, idealism, inspiration. It's really achieving the apex. It's reaching the summit of a major cycle. And the sun is total illumination, right? The top half of the card is the two squares. The top square represents the sky, your spirituality, and it's filled with nothing but light. Yellow and red, logic put into action. It's raining down these droplets on these two figures on the lower half of the card in the physical realm. Now, these two figures on the bottom of the card, this one, you can see he looks very happy. He looks very clear. And he has 3 dots, the holy trinity of the 3 dots, which means he's a spiritualized being. He's more illumined than this friend over here. You can tell he's kind of stumbling. He looks a bit blind, and he still has his tail. So there's still a bit of animalistic nature. But this person, who could be an aspect of yourself, or it could be a divine counterpart, it could be a soul contract, someone to help move you forward on your path, is helping to lead this more animalistic character into the future, across the blue river of spirituality, onto this white ground of purity. So the sun represents total illumination, fulfillment, and inspiration. And this is really wonderful news, because to me it means that this page of swords has cut away with that spiritual blade, whatever was tying him up mentally. He's finally pulled the blade out of the flesh, embodied the knowledge, seeing it with his third eye, and cutting it away. And the sun would mean that we're successfully doing that. And this is that big shift that I've been feeling. So there's another big wave of solar energy coming in that's going to help light up our path and maybe really move us forward in a big way. And what's going to come from that is the Knight of Cups. So another really positive card. Another court card. This is the cups represent the water sign, which is your emotional life. And after the cycle of the 1 through 10 of cups, you hit the court cards, which have no numbers attached. The page, the queen, the king, and then the ultimate card, the last card of the whole tarot deck actually, is the Knight of Cups. So this is really finality. This is really, he's holding up his trophy. He's looking back at what he's accomplished with pride, with confidence. His consciousness has risen to the top half of the square, which means he's very spiritualized. His body has become spiritualized. This horse represents the carriage of his body. And remember, we are our body's spirit guide. Our bodies, these unconscious and subconscious cravings, these addictions, these things that we do to distract ourselves, food can be, whatever. That's our body subconsciously craving something. And it's our job to raise our intellect and the vibration of our consciousness to be able to tame our body's wants and desires, and to train our body to be on the highest path. We are our physical body spirit guide, and that's what this represents to me. His consciousness is in control of his body. Beautiful mixture of red and blue, divine masculine and feminine here. And then there's that ever elusive purple, the master color of the tarot, which is inner unification, the integration of the masculine and feminine dualistic principles within you. That's what's in the center of this trophy, this emotional prize that he's holding up, that to me, once again, represents the success of this figure, leading this figure into the divine white light of purity under the guidance of the illumined sun. So this is really conquering the past, facing the past, with finality, vanquishing an emotional foe. The orange plants on the yellow ground of the Page of Swords have now turned into orange ground with yellow plants. So there's a lot more fulfillment in this figure's foundation, with new ideas beginning to sprout up. And remember, it never ends, right? These cycles never end. But we're in a good one right now. I see major movement forward, and I see yet another vanquishing of ties that are keeping us from moving forward. I see us facing up and reaching this new state, because we're reaching out for these light encoded filaments coming from the sun. So this could be another solar blast coming in, another CME coming in through the atmosphere. And the sunlight feeds us information. It teaches our DNA with cosmic light information. So something's up. I feel it. Something's up. And I think it's good news. And I look forward to seeing how this plays out in my life and yours. So that's our daily spread for today, May 29th, 2020. I hope that was helpful to you. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. Much love. Bye-bye.